Joining us now on the Megacast is Dave Lorenz, Vice President of Travel Michigan with the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, as we're finalizing our holiday plans and looking to travel throughout the next couple of weeks as we round out 2022. Dave, thanks for being with us today.
Hey, good to hear from you, Tyler. And I was really happy you were talking to your previous guest about depression at this time of year. A lot of people are affected by a lack of sun. And hey, I love Pure Michigan's four seasons, but we have to admit we don't have a lot of sun this time of year. I know there's some challenge with a little anxiety about all the potential forecast about great amounts of snow here and there, and that worries people too. So we need to take care of each other at this time of year. And of course, one of the ways we can do that is by being thoughtful, not just through gift giving, but by paying attention to each other and noticing little things that could turn out to be big things. So I'm really happy that you had that really good conversation and great deal of advice. I know talking to people over the years, one of the things that I know is helpful for people is to kind of get out of the doldrums of normalcy sometimes. So that's what travel can provide you as well. So I'm hoping that people will, kind of put away some of these anxieties and concerns that are pressing and weighing on people, and think about the gift of travel this year for yourselves, perhaps, but also for others. Because there's one thing I've noticed over the years, and that is through giving, you receive. And quite often, if you think about it, some of our happiest times are when we know that we provided happy times for other people. So I'm no psychologist, but I'll tell you, I have really learned that personally, that if we can provide experiences for other people just to kind of brighten their day, big ways and small ways, maybe we can make a difference. So as we think about this coming year and get beyond the gift giving time, I think it is really important for us to also think about those things and about ways that we can make people's day.
There are a lot of great places to go in Michigan, and as you mentioned, we have all four seasons here in the Great Lakes State, and winter. There's so many different activities to engage in too that can get people out of their comfort zone, have a little bit of fun, and also enjoy some really beautiful sights as well. And so, as we're looking into now seeing winter firsthand in the next couple of days, and then after that, after the snow settles, being able to experience some of the fun of winter in Michigan. What are some great opportunities that are available across the state that maybe people don't think about too often, but can experience and have a lot of fun right here in Michigan?
Well, we'll start out staying close to home. I'm in the west side of the state, so believe me, we have plenty of snow. I think we got 11 inches at my house last weekend.
Yeah.
So we're already enjoying the beautiful snow all over around us. And one of the best ways you can enjoy your different seasons, doesn't matter what time of the year, is by getting outside, even close to home. You think about it, in Southeast Michigan, the tremendous metro parks that are all throughout the area. Man, oh man, that's a great asset for the southeast part of the state. A lot of cool things you can do there, including some fun activities that are occasionally there and special events and such. But otherwise, just getting out and taking a walk, taking a stroll, a little hike through the woods, maybe a hike, put on your boots, put on a coat, a hat, and some gloves, and you can really enjoy this time of year. Or perhaps, again, staying closer to home, you can either go to any of our local towns in the area, or consider a big city like downtown Detroit and check out what's happening just at Campus Martius. If that's all you did is went to downtown Detroit and went to Campus Martius, check out that ice skating rink, bring your skates. And, it's hard to believe, but that skating rink at Campus Martius is bigger than the famous one at Rockefeller Plaza in New York. We find that a lot about Detroit. Detroit should surprise people and should amaze people because Detroit's come so far in this last 15 years or so to offer great experiences. So consider that. Just head downtown, maybe walk through that area. They still do have those pop-up shops right in that area. There's that Monroe Plaza, fun activities there as well. Or maybe walk along the riverfront, walk up and down Woodward, check out some of the shops for the next couple of days before the holidays, or afterward, take in some restaurants. So you can enjoy all those things, whether you're going to the big city or going into smaller communities in our area. Now, if you want to go a little bit farther away, after that big storm passes, believe me, we know how to move snow in this state. So before you know it, you're going to be able to get around. Maybe consider going to places up north, like some of our resorts. The next couple of years, next couple of weeks, I should say, are the most important parts of the year for our ski resorts, for instance. They're going to be a bit busy, but there's going to still be plenty of room. And they made it really easy for you to get your ski lift tickets just by going online. You can rent your gear, do that in advance as well if you need that. And they will even provide classes for you. They have really excellent instructors who can show you how to do all these fun things. Maybe you're not into the, real active outdoors experiences. I still recommend those resorts, Tyler, because man, being in one of those spas, I got to tell you, I had one of those massages for the first time last week, winter or the winter before, I forget. Turns out I really loved it. So, wow, a lot of cool things you can do right here in Pure, Michigan.
Trip begins at michigan.org, a great place to go to find all of this that Dave just spoke about and more activities of all throughout the year, including in the winter. You can find specific guides and information on activities and great places to travel during each season or by activity or by region of the state. All that on the web at michigan.org for more information. It's also, you mentioned going to some of these cities to visit and experience winter in Michigan. And as we're getting to the final holidays of the year, it's a great time of the year for gift giving and for gift buying. And there's so many amazing small businesses and local shops in all these different towns throughout Michigan. But as people are doing their final holiday shopping, what consideration should they be taking in terms of helping these businesses, not only through their commerce, but through their behavior and, of course, through the way that they're treating employees and others as they're doing that last minute Christmas shopping?
Yeah, that's a really good point, Tyler. We really want people to support local whenever possible. And that might mean getting a unique gift at one of our local shops right there in your own town. Maybe you pick up a gift card. I have to admit, I'm not the best shopper. So I have kind of resorted to getting gift cards. It's kind of sounds like a cop out, I know, but it really isn't. When you get a gift card, first off, you're saying, listen, I care about you. Here it is. Throw it in a card. You got it done. They can get what they want. And here's the thing, the merchants, when they sell that card to you, they get access to that money now at a time when cash flow is a little tight. It's likely that a lot of people won't actually expend the money through that cash card or that card that you purchase for a gift for a little while, for a couple of weeks, maybe a month. That gives them a little money to work with, and that's really helpful to them. So when you're out there, that's one thing to take note of. And especially when you go to restaurants, remember, they're not still fully staffed. We're getting better. People are coming back to work, and I'm really thankful for that. And frankly, if you're still sitting on the sidelines, just waiting to go back to work, don't put it off very much longer because people are coming back to work. You better get back to work as well. It's going to be better for you. Everybody feels better when they're working. So do that quickly. And as you go into these places, retail shops, restaurants, attractions, museums, art galleries, and all the other things we like to do, please be kind. Let's try to pack our patience with us. What we've noticed this last couple of years is I think people are so frustrated about all these challenges we've gone through. We've kind of lost our ability to be polite. Something that simple. And Michiganders are known for their friendliness. It's not just those Minnesotans. So let's try to remember that more important is for us and for them, for us to be patient and be kind and be understanding, and then support all of our businesses at the same time. Really makes a difference.
We're joined by Dave Lorenz on the Megacast today, Vice President of Travel Michigan with Michigan Economic Development Corporation. You can find more information on traveling all across the state of Michigan at michigan.org for all of that information you may need on different activities and places to go across the Great Lakes state. And Dave, as we go into the end of the year and into 2022, what are some considerations we should be making for travel throughout Michigan later on in the year at this time? Because a lot has changed over the last couple of years, and more change is coming in 2023. What are some interesting things that are on the docket across Michigan coming up in the new year?
Well, we'll start out with the ski industry, for instance. They've made so many technological advances at many of our ski hills and resorts. So be prepared for some adjustment in the way that you utilize these beautiful facilities. So, for instance, I mentioned you can go online and pick up your passes in advance. A couple of cool things about that is it's just a lot easier and you're not going to have to stand in line. So some of those places now will only sell passes and tickets. So you'll find a lot of this in a variety of businesses. Maybe they've gone completely to online sales of tickets. So do a little search in advance. We always say your trip begins at michigan.org. And that means go there, do a little research, consider where you want to go, and then check into the new rules of the road. Find out what might be new, really, in providing convenience for you and in providing new access to new facilities in new ways. For instance, a lot of our ski resorts have doubled up their capacity for ski lifts. Boyne Mountain actually has just opened up their 8-seater. It's either at Boyne or the Highlands, I forget which one, but an 8-seater lift. And because of the technological advances, you don't have to be intimidated by it because those seats will literally slow down for you. You sit on them, you go up there quickly, they slow down again so you can get off. It's pretty awesome. So a lot of our resorts have made improvements like that. As we go into the new year, I know a lot of people are going to be flying to other places, and I want you to stay here as much as you can. But maybe take some of this advice for some of your friends and family who are coming into Michigan this holiday. And then if you do go somewhere else, we understand. Just remember if you are flying, the airlines and the airports are doing their best to keep you safe. I will tell you that the airlines themselves, those planes, that's about as safe as you can be when it comes to people still concerned with COVID. I understand that. If you're concerned, the airports, they're also doing their best, but that's where all the congestion happens. So you're going to want to get there as early as possible. But one thing I recommend is maybe not just always sit down shoulder to shoulder with people. Perhaps walk around, get a little exercise, get a little air, and then if somebody does, unfortunately, maybe still have COVID or perhaps just has a cold, doesn't want to spread it around, it's very unlikely that you're going to by kind of wandering around and walking around. You get that exercise as well. Get there plenty early. I actually recommend right now getting to an airport 2 hours in advance, even for those domestic flights. They're going to probably get you through really quickly, and you're going to say, "Why am I here so early?" Well, you got there early so you can walk around and you can buy coffee and you can enjoy yourself before that. But the earlier you get there, they can better accommodate those people who are somewhat last minute. So think about those things as well. And as we said earlier, be patient, be kind, and you're going to enjoy that experience a lot better.
Dave, we always appreciate having you on at all times of the year to explore everything going on across the Great Lakes State and look forward to talking to you more about traveling across Michigan in 2023.
Same here. Enjoy the holidays, Tyler. Everybody else, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and all those other holidays. Enjoy them. Have a great time. And remember, your trip begins at michigan.org.